What would you do if you went to a salon and a stylist bleached your hair without your consent?
I saw this the other day on Instagram and I was absolutely outraged. So let's watch along.
Yesterday, I was here in LA and I went to this salon. I had been here many times before and had a fine experience, but this time I was going in for tape-ins. I went into the salon and we started looking at different hair textures and all these different things. And they said, okay, yeah, you're a good candidate for the tape-ins. I wanted to do a little bit of a longer tape-in. I said, cool. So we started to get into the plan of it all. My hair is like a dark, ashier brown, and usually bundles are a natural black. So what I have done in the past with these professional stylists is we just put like a little gloss over my hair. It's a semi-permanent natural black gloss. It washes off in like 8 to 10 washes. It's semi-permanent. Let me just preface all of this by saying my hair is already extremely fragile. I've been trying to grow it back for the past 3 years, and the past 6 months have been so good for me. It's starting to grow. It's starting to get stronger. I've been doing my oil treatments. Like at this point, I'm really starting to feel a little bit more confident in my hair. And even literally days ago, started telling my friend, oh my gosh, maybe in a couple months, I can start wearing my hair out naturally again. So I just want to say that to give a little bit of context of where I am mentally right now.
Just mark that, yeah? Just mark that. She had been doing the work to get her hair back to where it was. And then this happens.
Anyways, I wanted a super versatile blowout look with the tape-ins. Everything was fine. And I prefaced, semi-permanent, just a gloss, like a little glossy over my hair. And the thing is, I asked for that because I've gotten that in the past before. Usually I go in the bowl, it's like a 5-minute thing. She just puts the color in my hair. I sit for 5 minutes. It's not supposed to stay on long, whatever. And I knew that this is what I needed because again, I've had tape-ins before and this is what we did. So she agreed. She was like, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna put a little bit of color on top. We're not gonna leave it on for more than 15 minutes. I said, okay, cool. I was working, I had things to submit, so I kind of just disassociated. I sat in the chair for about 25 to 30 minutes and she never came and checked on me once. Now, if you're putting color in someone's hair, I feel like you need to be like checking and making sure everything's okay. Also, now that I think about it, she didn't even do a test strand, like just slapped it into my hair. So the stylist finally comes back after about 30 minutes and says, okay, like it's time to wash it out. As we get to the bowl, I'm realizing that my scalp is starting to burn a little bit and it hurts. And I'm kind of like, but again, I trust the process. She starts washing it out, it starts feeling a little bit better.
I'm going to pause here for a moment because this honestly reminds me of when we used to get perms, relaxers, and that feeling of it burning on the scalp. But we got so used to that feeling that we thought, oh, this is what it's supposed to be like. This is how it's supposed to feel. When it starts burning, that means it's time to take it off. No, no, no. I don't think the burning is a signal that is supposed to show us it's time to take it off. I think when it starts burning, it's already gone too far. So yeah, I mean, let's just find out what happens next.
Now, after she washed it out, there was like a little bit of a silence, so like a hesitancy, and as she was like touching my hair. And right away, my spidey senses are like, hold on for a second, like what's going on? So she says, I'll be right back. She goes to the back room and comes out with another container of dye. And I look at her, I'm like, why are we dyeing it again? In my head, I'm like, my hair can't handle this process. Like it should take 5 minutes and we should already be on the styling of it all. She goes, oh, I just need to touch it up a little bit. I'm like, touch it up? It shouldn't take that long to get my hair darker. And she said, oh, just some parts need a little bit extra darkness. Mind you, there's no mirror in front of where this wash station is, so I don't know what's going on. She's like, just put your head back and relax.
I actually just want to touch on that because it really reminds me how much trust we put in stylists when we go there. We are literally putting our hair in their hands. We often can't see what they're doing. Typically, when we're in front of the mirror, when we're on the, the main salon chairs, then yes, we can see what's going on, but maybe not all the time. Sometimes they'll turn us because they need to be closer to their products or whatever it is, styling tools and such. And honestly, it's a very vulnerable thing to put yourself in the hands of a stylist. So I really get that sense of when she was in the wash bowl, all she's picking up on is like vibes. And the vibe at the time was giving her bad signals that clearly something was going wrong. I don't know. Let's just keep watching.
Girl, there's no relaxing right now because now I'm concerned. Also, my hair starts burning again. Like my scalp starts burning again. And I'm like, hey, sorry, is there something, is there something going on because my scalp is burning? This lady tries to gaslight me and she goes, it's because your scalp is weak. It's because your scalp is sensitive. And I'm like, well, no, I've never really had this issue before. Like, it's burning, it hurts. She goes, okay, let me just wash everything out again. So she washes it out. She's like, is that better? I'm like, yeah, it feels better after she washed it out. So she's like, okay, let's go back to the chair. Guys, I walk over to the chair. I sit down. I kid you not, I look up. This was my face. My hair was orange, brown, black, all over it just brittle, like dry. I don't know. I literally looked at her and I said, "Did you put bleach in my hair?" She goes, "Oh, no, it was peroxide. It wasn't bleach." Now, I'm not a chemist, but like I know that.
Okay, let's just do some quick research because same. I'm not a chemist. I don't know nothing. Peroxide. Okay, peroxide. Is peroxide bleach? Let's see. Yes, hydrogen peroxide is a type of bleach. Okay, it's a type of bleach. Um, anything else? All I'm seeing is it's a type of bleach. So let's just keep watching.
Peroxide is not that's bleach. So I said to her, why is my hair lighter in parts and patches than when I came in? She said, "Oh, it's because it's hot in the salon and it lifted more than your roots lifted more than your ends."
Stylist, I'm gonna need you to chime in here. Chime in here, please, 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 please. Because okay, she started by explaining that her hair, and she showed her hair. It's a dark brown, you know, like a brownie. She called it. Did she call it ashy brown? Ashy brown color. I think that was her words. Somehow it has ended up orange in some parts, and they're saying that it's because the peroxide, not bleach, that was used lifted her hair more because of the heat in the salon. Okay, gonna need stylists to chime in here. Is the, I'm just gonna need you to chime in because it's sounding like nonsense to me. To me, it's sounding like should you not be aware of your surroundings? If the temperature in the room where you are doing this treatment affects it, then surely you would take note of the temperature in the room prior to you doing the treatment. I don't really know what to say.
I looked at her again. I said, what do you mean? Because now I'm confused. I'm like, "What do you mean lifted? Why are we lifting my hair? We just wanted to put a soft, dark brown, natural black gloss on it. Why did it have to be lifted?" Like the word lifted just shook me.
Yeah. And to be fair, I resonate with that. Let's do a quick search because I am no professional, never have said that I am, do not profess to be, definitely not. And I definitely don't know anything about bleaching hair, coloring hair, relaxing hair, treating hair. Don't know nothing about it. All I know is how to twist my natural hair and how to get it to grow. Right. So let me understand. I'm sorry, let me just interrupt this video just for a quick few seconds because I want to show you the back end of my YouTube. It lets me know that 81% of you who are watching my channel actually aren't subscribed. So I want to say if you do enjoy the content that I do share with you, then please do click that subscribe button because it lets YouTube know that you are interested and also me as well. Is bleach actually needed if you're going from dark brown hair to darker hair? Because she wanted it darker, right? I think she said she wanted it darker. So if you're going from dark hair to darker hair, then is bleach actually needed? Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, is peroxide needed? Maybe is the question. Um, let's look. Is peroxide required for going from dark hair? Let me write dark brown hair to black hair. Let's put it that way. Okay, it says a low volume developer containing peroxide is generally required to go from dark brown to black hair when using permanent, or it says demi-permanent. I'm guessing that's similar to semi-permanent dye. So maybe it's required. I'm just going to replace the word peroxide with bleach and see. Is bleach required? No, bleach is not required to go from dark brown to black hair. Interesting. Again, comment your thoughts down below so far, but there's a bit more to go in the video, so let's keep watching.
And she was like, oh, no, 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 like, it's just because of the heat in the salon, I said, can you show me the box that you used? She said, okay. She went to the back. Guys, she shows me the box. It says 6N something blonde permanent. I looked at her and I was like, ma'am, it literally says permanent on it. And why does it say blonde? We needed to go darker. She immediately realized that she had messed up, but she didn't want to admit it. So she's like, let me just go get my manager really quick.
Permanent. So they put permanent dye on her hair and blonde. She didn't ask for blonde. Whether it's a dark blonde or a light blonde, like she didn't ask for blonde. So that's confusing to me there. And then permanent, when she asked for it to be, she call it semi-permanent? Yo, this is crazy.
I'm like, okay. She goes and gets the manager. So the store manager comes and looks at my hair. Immediately, I know that he knows that something's wrong, but he's not going to say anything, right? Because they want to like cover their butt. So he was like, oh, it's because the salon is warm in here and your roots just lifted. I said to him, slow down for a second. I specifically asked for a semi-permanent dark gloss wash. I don't know why we keep using the word lifted. There was nothing to lift. Like, she bleached my hair. And then he starts trying to gaslight me, saying, no, this is the hair color of the bundles. She had to lift it and do all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, stop with the BS now. Like, just be honest. My hair was already dark. Why would we go lighter for a bundle that is darker than my hair? So he go back and forth for like 10 minutes. And at this,
Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering. I don't get that either. Again, I'm no professional. Maybe I just don't understand how any of these bleach stuff or hair dye stuff works. I don't know, but how she's explaining it to me makes sense. Like, why would you need to, for a semi-permanent diet as well, why would you need to go lighter, or why would you need to use bleach in order to then go darker? I don't really get it. Let's carry on.
point, I'm just so flustered. Just started to get really, really sad. Like, I'm not a confrontational person. When I get into situations like this, I just break down. So I just felt tears coming down from my eyes because I'm just thinking about all the work that I have put in over the past 3 years to get my hair to a healthy and strong enough place to be able to do a leave out, to be able to do tape-ins and have my hair out naturally. Like, it's been such a journey. So tears just start coming down from my eyes. And I'm just calmly like, look, like, this is me. I had nothing to say. I was just flustered. So he said, okay, let me talk.
No, I can imagine that, because if I were, if I put myself in her shoes, and obviously you guys know that I've been on this hair journey and it's coming up to 6 years now. Actually, we're in March, 6 years. It's officially 6 years. Okay. I could not imagine going to a stylist. I've asked for one thing and I've come out with my hair orange on one side, some light brown, blondie color on the other side. It's weak, it's brittle, it's broken down because of how much they have done with it. Like, wow. I yeah. Yeah.
To the manager of the store manager, the higher person, and see what we can do. He goes and talks to the lady, and the lady comes over to me. She's like, okay, can we talk there in the corner? Or like, can we go over somewhere else? Because other women in the salon were getting their hair done, and I guess she didn't want to like admit that they made a mistake in front of the other ladies. Fine, I get up and I go to the side and I talk to her. This lady proceeds to tell me, well, there's nothing that we can do. All we can really do is dye it back to a black color and then put the tapings back in. I looked at her, I said,
Sorry. So, okay. So she dyed it once in the bowl. Well, or whenever. She dyed it the first time. She said it didn't take very well. So she's like, okay, let me just do it again. Then the lady goes to the mirror and sees her hair is orange, blonde, and all kinds of colors. And they're now recommending, okay, we just got to dye it again. Yo, this is a madness. This is actually a bit of a madness.
I looked at her, I said, are you not understanding what's just happened? The integrity of my hair is gone. Like the integrity, the strength, it's done. Like it's ruined. My hair is, at this point, guys, I'm telling you, it was so brittle and dry and just horrible. It was horrible. She's like, yeah, well, that's all we can do. If you want to use a different stylist, we can switch to a different stylist. I was like, huh? I'm sitting there like devastated, and this woman's like, like, there was another stylist there that I had worked with before that had done a wig install, and she was great, and she saw what happened, and she came over and she was like looking at my hair, and she's like, yeah, this is not good. Like when she told me that, I knew that I wasn't making things up. Like I knew it was crazy, and she was like, yeah, this is not good. Like it's not good. You can't put any heat on it or anything right now. Like it's in a fragile state.
I actually just want to say, like, thank God for that stylist being there to also witness what her colleagues had done and the effect that it had on this client, because otherwise the client was sitting there feeling like, am I going crazy here? Because I've got two stylists, professional stylists, both standing here almost trying to make me feel like nothing's wrong or that they haven't done anything wrong or whatever. So yeah, thank God that that third stylist was there, and yeah, she just gave her input as well.
So I was like, what can I even do at this point? And she's like, the only thing you can do right now is cover your whole head and try and put on a wig or a closure or something like that. And so the store manager was like, yeah, you can do that. Like we can, after she's done here, she can do that for you. So I said, okay, like, are you guys going to cover that cost? And she goes, oh, absolutely not. Guys, my hair right now is looking like I just got electrocuted, fried, dyed, laid to the side, like horrible. So I said, so you can't even give me a discount or anything? She said, yeah, well, we'll give you some sort of discount. I said, so how much would it be additionally now to put on to install a wig, or just to like make me look presentable so I can leave the store after someone just bleached and fried my hair without my consent? She gets to clicking on her iPad and she turns the iPad around to me and she goes, it would be $800.
No, sorry. No. Immediately no.
An additional $800. At that point, I just felt my stomach just drop. It wasn't even the cost, it was just the lack of compassion that this lady had. She wasn't even trying to like rectify the situation. They knew that the stylist used the wrong thing. They admitted to the fact that the stylist used the wrong thing and kind of messed up my hair. And it was just like, yeah, sorry, like kind of, this is a you problem, you know?
That is baffling to me. They admitted that the stylist has obviously used the wrong thing, done the wrong thing, totally messed up this woman's hair. And yet, what did they offer? A 10% discount. A 10% discount for a problem that you created. And now that she simply just wants to not even fix the problem, because you can't fix the problem, just simply cover the problem, and you still want to charge? I don't understand. Right? I don't understand. I actually don't understand.
So I turned to her after she told me that it would be an additional $800. And I said to her, I said, forget that this is a business transaction, just woman to woman. Do you think that this is right? Do you think that this is fair? And she doubles down and she goes, look, all we can do is give you this 10% discount. I packed up my stuff and I said, please refund me for the deposit or whatever the cost was of me like booking this appointment. I'm done. And I just took my stuff quietly and I just left. I left the salon. I went to the beauty product store. I got like 6 different masks. I've been deep conditioning.
Let me just pause it here because you can just about see her hair. Like you can see that color was never, I mean, not never, but that was not the color of her hair before. That is definitely some kind of blondie, gingery, orangey. Oh man. Wow, can you imagine that, guys? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for her.
My hair for the past 12 hours. I slept in it overnight. Like I am trying everything to preserve what is left of my hair. But I had to come on here and make this video because I am just like, I'm sad. And I know that there's worse things going on in the world. I know it's not the end of the world. I know it's just hair. But you know what, actually? Hair is not just hair. Especially for Black women, it's culture, it's history, it's care, it's years of patience. Like, it's not easy to grow my hair. Like, I'm gonna cry again. But just the lack of professionalism and accountability. Like, I understand mistakes happen, But like, where's the humanity of it all? Like, as women, like, where's the humanity? So this is just a lesson. First of all, advocate for yourself when you go into these salons. Make sure that you're analyzing every single step that is going on at your appointments. And let me just end this by saying that I have worked with so many incredible stylists. So I'm not talking about the industry as a whole, but to those stylists and salon owners and salon workers that have zero respect, lack professionalism, and don't take accountability, please remember that we are going to you with our hard-earned money and we are trusting you with our identity. Please start acting accordingly. I can't make this up. I literally just finished recording this video and this is the message that I just received from them. Yes, I will absolutely be leaving a review.
Wow, that's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Like, I actually feel a bit speechless. I actually feel sad. I've watched this before, but even watching it again, I genuinely feel sad. Sad for her, sad at the situation, sad for how long she has been intentionally growing her hair and re-strengthening her hair, you know, whatever it is, repairing her hair, maybe put it that way. And to have it just taken away in literally a moment, yeah, a moment of just, oh man, yeah, don't even really know what to say to that one. Like, it's actually crazy. But then just going back to the comments, that hairdresser, hairstylist, did comment on her video, under her video, it's hair queen underscore LA. And they commented and said, "We apologize and take accountability. We should have handled the situation better. Hopefully we can resolve this." Hopefully how? "The stylist involved has been suspended." Okay, good, good. We will take this as a learning lesson and we hope to make it right. I mean, and there's 500 at the moment, 546 comments underneath that comment saying accountability. Where is the accountability? Yeah, like, you guys didn't take accountability at the time. You're doing it only because she's posted this and now it's going viral. What they've also done on their page, maybe it was like this before, I don't know, but currently if you try to comment on any of their posts, you cannot comment, because I'm not gonna lie, I went there to back up this girl. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? To have her back and comment. But yeah, they've turned off the comments, so unfortunately, generally you cannot comment on their Instagram page. And it is really just a massive shame. It really is. I'm reminded of, I don't know if anybody saw the video of Jess, Aunt Jess. No, not Aunt Jess. What's her name? Okay, her name on YouTube is somebody's auntie, something like that. And her name on Instagram is Jess the Blessed. Okay. Now, Jess was going for the biggest, something like the biggest afro in the world, Guinness World Book of Records or something like that. And she went to a stylist to get a shaping trim to shape her afro. I'm literally, my arms are out here because her afro was literally out here. So she went to get her afro shaped, not necessarily to trim off length, because obviously she's still going for this thing to get the biggest afro in the world. I believe now she has got it. Praise God. Anyway, but that stylist trimmed off like a whole heap of her hair, not what she wanted at all. And yeah, there's just this whole thing about, even when you feel you have communicated as clearly as you can communicate to the stylist what it is that you want, still somehow I don't, are they not getting it? Are they not listening? Are they just simply choosing, oh, I know best, so I'm going to do it this way? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but um yeah, it's one of them ones where this is one of those videos, there isn't really a great outcome, unfortunately, but I suppose we can all just take it, I was going to say take it as a lesson, but I don't know, what is the lesson? Don't go to a stylist. Like, is that the lesson? We can't say it is the lesson, because obviously not all stylists are the same. We can't tar them all with the same brush. But I mean, we definitely need to be communicating extremely, extremely clearly what it is that we want. Um, Problem with that is there are so many examples of people doing that. This lady communicated what she wanted. She said semi-permanent. She said the color that she wanted. So how that gets confused, how that ends up being an orange or a brown or a blonde, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I really don't know. And how it ends up being a permanent color, I, I just don't get it. I actually don't get it. How someone going in to say, I am going for the world record of the biggest afro. I do not want length taken off. I simply want it shaped. How does that get translated to, okay, let's cut off about 7, 8 inches? I don't understand. I don't understand. So honestly, I'm having difficulty knowing how to really end this video. I honestly am. Um, I suppose one thing I would say is to this lady whose video we have just watched, I stand with you, and I'm sure there are so many people in the comments that also stand with you, that we are so, so sorry that you've had to go through this. Honestly, you really shouldn't have had to experience that at all. You shouldn't have had to be recording that video. um and I hope that, me sharing your video as well, and hopefully other people will share it as well, hopefully that has a better outcome for you somehow. I mean, these people did say that they want to put it right, whatever that means, I don't know. But hopefully the more that we are exposing sadly what has happened, hopefully that does end up having a just a slightly better outcome for you. It is really just a real shame. I mean, I am dealing with a bit of thinning in my hair at the moment and my ends, and I am looking at ways that I am getting rid of that thinning and trimming my hair. I have decided that I'm not going to a stylist. So, yeah, let me just put that video on the screen. You can feel free to watch that next, where I talked all about, me needing to trim my hair. And I'll see you over there in that video.